There, he's tied up.
Do you really think this is a good idea? He'll probably totally refuse to cooperate now.
You mean, as opposed to before?
What are these people? Some kind of eco-terrorists? And where am I? Oh, this little bit... Well, what... I want, but listen, she said... My back. Old man or no, you'll see. This now I own. Ah yes. Attention. In case of fire. It's a little, but otherwise, the only is this. What a stupid, but it worked. There. This cable. Oh, the more after. Just a sec. Some strain. I'd better.
If only half of what she says is true.
Sounds like. Well, we are
You're lazing in the sun all day, and when you are needed... Yeah, don't look... Okay, I got your tongue now? You old bag of bones are nobody...
Lovely. No one will miss these new fashions. The paper would catch fire. That should. No. Luckily. I haven't had this much excitement. That could act. Oh. I can. If this Faye person. Well, the connection. The dictaphone.
You're lazing in the sun all day. Yeah, don't look.
Act?
You old bag of bones are nobody anyway.
How dare you? I'm doing so much and I take...
What?
You are a... For what?
For the things I said?
And what did you say?
Nothing?
Uh-oh. Now I did it. A discarded scientist against Bonnie. Gee, that
I don't understand much, so stop changing the subject and tell me why.
Faye! Faye! Faye, 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 the door!
What? Bent?
looks like the tables have turned.
Bent?
Enough.
Faye, look, I'm gonna help. 1, 2, 3, and...
Talked about this but you don't leave me a choice. Ha! Told
told you so.
He's right. The old goat is almost time for plan B. Great. Well, and now leave me alone.
How can you be so stubborn?
Excuse me?
How can you spurn your responsibilities like that?
Huh. Now you listen to me. My whole life, I fought to prevent the kind of world you described. I was so possessed with the future, I even sacrificed my family for it. And then, out of the blue, a woman knocks on my door and dares to tell me I spurn my responsibilities?
I didn't know that.
I just want to be left in peace, for Christ's sake. And since I can't get that here, I'm going to call the authorities now.
I'm sorry.
So am I. Did they kidnap you, these men? Hello? Mayday! Mayday! I am being kidnapped. Can someone hear me?
Hello? I can hear you. Who's there?
My name is Ben Svensson. I am being held by a group of maniacs.
Svensson?
Yes, I think I'm on board a helicopter. I've no idea what they are planning. They came to my house, told me some fairy tales. Then they knocked me out. I'm being kidnapped, for Christ's sake. Do you read me? Hello? Are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here. Turn on the monitor.
Beg your pardon?
Do you see that, Svensson? Do you see that? It's not a fairy tale. It's the truth.
No.
Take a good look, Ben. What you are seeing is your future.
No. Liars. Crooks. Curse you. I'll...
Yeah, that's how I reacted too.
I think it's time to tell the rest of the story.
Oh, may I? Don't get me wrong, but your version always sounds so dry. May I introduce myself? My name is Leif Olgerson, but my friends call me Augie. I'm a freelance journalist. I was working on my report about the demonstration in front of the headquarters of the Energy Inspection Authority. I was sitting right there at the cutting desk when it happened. Who's there? What? Ah!
We are here. She really did it. Radio operator Faye sabotaged the Phoenix plan.
Ooh, I feel sick.
Pull yourself together.
What are all these people doing here?
Why don't you tell me? You are the specialist, after all.
Looks like they are here for the conference, too.
Bah, they won't get anywhere just standing around waving posters. That's why we jumped back to this time, because people were all talk and no action.
That's not fair, Salvador. They don't know what we know. They don't know that they only have a week left before the accident in the Indez power plant happens, and they don't know about the consequences. If I could just find a way to join the conference, then I could find a way to convince them to shut down the power plant.
Do you really believe they'll listen to you?
I don't know. I hope they will.
Then I'm hoping you can deal with the pressure. You know what's on the line.
Oh dear. This looks like our In with it. The brew is still. Oops. Wow. Empty. Empty. Now the photo. It brought us all, but this is the.
Protect the environment before it's too late.
Protect the environment before it's too late.
Yes, you are right.
No nuclear power.
No nuclear power. No nuclear power.
We have to shut down the Indes power plant immediately, or else.
Or else what? You don't decide that. Those who have any say in the matter are attending the conference inside. And even they only listen to what experts like this Dr. Brown tell them.
Brown? He's just a...
Always, you'd better save your shouting for some...
I have some hot coffee.
Oh, thank you.
Could I borrow your megaphone?
What do you need?
Well, I want to get a message across to people.
Sounds familiar. We have a spare one anyway. But you'll bring it back.
I will.
Occupy.
Hello?
La 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 la. Back to your dimensions, demons. I'm more.
I can say what I want, but he... Hello?
Ah!
This is radio operator Faye speaking. Can you hear me?
Are you kidding me? Turn the volume down.
We are from the future, and we have come to stop the climate change.
You are...
You heard right. We are from the future.
We? I only see you.
There's two of us, Salvador and I.
And you really are time travelers? Wicked! I've always thought they would be naked because clothing couldn't be transported through time.
No, luckily, we could take everything we needed with us because we used a time capsule.
A time capsule? Interesting. And how does that work?
That's much too complicated to explain.
Then leave out the boring parts and just tell the exciting stuff.
Our time capsule was powered by a Svensson.
What's that? The name of the guy who pulled that thing through time?
No, Ben Svensson found a way to create energy from algae. The generator that powered the time capsule was named after him.
Okay, let me sum this up. You have an alternative energy source in your future, and it is strong enough to let you travel through time?
Yes.
But why have you come to the here and now?
We are here to stop the climate change.
Yeah, right, you already said that. But that's just empty talk. I need details. No details, no story.
The Indes power plant will explode in 1 week from now. That's why we are here. We want to prevent that from happening. That way, we can save the future of mankind. Our future.
Are you serious? Do you have any proof?
Yes.
Show it to me.
And why should I?
I can make a big here. Life Ogresoon. That's me, but you can call me Yagi.
My name is Faye. Thanks.
How? I see. You can keep the ID. I have several, but come back as long as...
Now the... Ha! Yeah.
But the photo, despite...
What are you saying?
Oh, right.
The statistics speak for themselves. What we don't see here is the danger of an increase in, You can find it on page 512, paragraph 5 of my report. You can find the relevant graphs on page 522, but I am sure you've already read it. The essential, well, what I wanted to say...
Yes, thank you, Mr. Burkhart. I think we've gained sufficient insight.
I wasn't...
Now, we will give Mr. Endez an opportunity to comment on the professor's statements. After a short break, we will listen to the expertise of the inspector of the International Energy Inspection Authority, Dr. Brown. Mr. Endez, please proceed.
Endez.
Thank you. Considering the advanced hour, I will keep it short. This will be in your interest as well, I trust. Ladies and gentlemen, as detailed as the report of our dear professor was, he could not answer the most important question in this regard. And that question is, what are the alternatives? It is a fact that we are facing a dramatic undersupply in the countries discussed. Who is supposed to satisfy their demand? My power plants are safe, they are clean, and they produce much fewer pollutants than coal-fired power plants, for example. What kind of miraculous magical energy could replace this tested and proved safe and clean technology? Who can supply it?
Ben Svensson. He knows a method to gain hydrogen from blue-green algae.
Very good. Our charming new expert up there in the box may not be familiar with the protocols of this hearing, but she aptly sums it up. There are no serious alternatives.
But the hydrogen algae works.
There is no technology that comes even close to the efficiency of my power plants. As far as I know, Ben Svensson himself abandoned his research on this technology. Let's face the facts. Nuclear energy supplied by Endez Industries is the only logical step into a safe future.
But...
I must ask you to refrain from disrupting this event any further. On your next interjection, I will be forced to banish you from the room.
I can't believe that you're even listening to this hypocrite. This is about our planet.
No more disruptions, please. Thank you.